She'll be right. 179.
That was Lucy, Hayato, Damien and Sophie. Yeah. That was from a piece that I wrote 2 weeks ago, day 179. The idea of 4 p.m. Welcome to 4 p.m. is that every day, if you haven't read the little blurb already, every day a brand new piece is written from scratch. It's a blank page when the doors open at 10 o'clock, when you all come in, and stuff is done, stuff is made, notes are braved onto the page, regardless of how good I think they're going to be. And at 4 p.m. these magnificent musicians arrive, and just for note, they just read that off the page for the first time. So they've never seen it before. Mighty. And the same thing is going to happen to the piece that I wrote today, which is day 191. So we're going to start to have a look at that now, and we're going to try a bit harder. So it's a brand new piece, and the reason why we're going to stop and start, i.e. rehearsal, is because I don't even know what it is like. I've just been at the piano all day, and you know, these are not pianos, these are strings, and so it's going to be different. None of us know it yet. They're going to hear it for the first time. I'm going to hear it for the first time, and you're going to hear it for the first time all together. So that's the way it's going to go. It's an informal session. It's very informal. We'll stop and start. I'll keep my microphone on so you can hear me. Please ask me any questions if you are curious or confused, as we will be, as we push through. Any questions already? No. Has everyone got a drink? There's a bar around the corner. If you do, good. See, there you go. If you don't have a drink, what are you doing? There's one thing for sure about Mona. The boss does think that everything's better with a wine or a beer in your hand. So do it. What day? What day number? Day 191. 191. Right. 191 pieces. Often I get asked, what's my inspiration when I come in each day? After 191 days, I've got all left. I've got nothing. I got nothing. So I have some tricks. I'll explain some of those tricks as we go. As we start to rehearse. Here we go. So it starts with the viola solo. This one, a bit of a character that goes through it. I've hoped I've written some notes in there that make sense. At this point, because we just played that piece, I have no idea how today's piece goes, not even... oh yes, I know. Little trilly things, lots of little trill things, okay. Starts with viola. If anyone doesn't know what a viola is, we'll explain it in a minute. It's a dark sound.
Bowing as is, or...
What's that?
Do you want to bow it as is, or some slurs in it?
Slur it as you feel it. Don't worry about, as you feel it. Texture. 1, 2, 3, oh. Hold there. One of the things that's happening here is we have the cello mostly goes on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a saraband feel. So don't think that that's the on beat. It's usually the off into the melody, which is great. So we go from let's go from the start again. Get those feels in. So often you'll have that 1 da, 1 da. Okay. We go from the start again. cello will then in cueing the figure D. Once again, these musicians are just reading this first time off the page. Incredible. So I think up to then, it's the idea of, as much as there's dynamics, is kind of restraint up to that point, kind of keeping it nice and even just like we did, which is great. Any questions about any of the stuff? No? All good?
We might have overkilled the crescendo before B.
Might have overkilled it?
Well, we decided to accidentally.
Oh.
It's a bit loud.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
So you want it pont, but not too loud.
Yeah, so going
the effect,
to
but not.
the effect of full pont, yes. As we enter the bar before B.
Not.
Yep.
My first arco note is the note before the fermata.
Part of
My first arco note
Yep, first arco note.
is the note before D.
Yep, that's it.
Nothing earlier.
No. Okay. So there's rehearsal bits are where we make notes because some things are really hard. My software, it doesn't always print out the things that I intended to, and there are things that are not necessarily. They're not kind of musical acumen to write. The musicians make their own little notes. And Sophie was just checking that I'd written the right cue, and I had. But that it's always good because I don't play these instruments at all. I just have to kind of use my listening, my history of listening to them to know what they can and can't do, and rely on them to be honest and tell me that they can't play what I've written. Let's go then from what's from B. From B, please. That's a forte. C or bar before C. Bar before C. 4, 5, 6. Right. Bar before C. Yep. A question. I'm going to put it to the people at home. It's sounding nice. Any thoughts on what we should do? I have a thought. I wonder if anyone agrees with my thinking. Pick up on my ESP. Come on. Think it should be quicker? Yes. I think it should be quicker. Do you think it should be quicker? Oh, now you agree. Anybody got any questions? Anyone dismayed or confused? Or just concerned? Or interested?
What time is it? Is it?
What's that?
Is it before? For what time is
It's in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No one wants that. Okay.
The first note of E,
The first note of E. The first note of E.
sound a bit funky.
Funky. Can we just hold the first note of E, please?
Oh, nice.
Yeah? That's pretty. That's nice.
It's funky in
Sorry?
a good way.
Like pixie funky. All right, shall we try it quicker then?
From where?
From the start and see how quick. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And before we go on, one thing, I suppose because mostly with viola, if you have the melody, always try and hit that gun, hit the downbeat with a bit of a bite, just so we have that go, go.
The beginning of
The beginning of each, up until, up to G, make sure you hit the downbeat, G, go.
every downbeat.
Every downbeat, just to give that sort of reference for Sophie to come in on the end. That's good. Okay. So there's a thing with music, like I spend the most of the first 2 hours going, what the fuck? I'm searching through the shrubs, trying to find something, I don't know, I just throw notes at the page, then go to lunch and try and forget about it and come back and go, what did I do? And I had no confidence at all. So trying to spend the day looking for some melodic material, because as much as I love, postmodern music, it's also post-audience. No one really gives a shit about music that you can't remember when you leave. We all like to whistle the tune when we go home, because it's the way that music gets shared mostly. So I don't know that there is one. Maybe there's one coming up, I don't know. Maybe there's not. But there is constellation, and it's a modern constellation. It's not as good, but I ask that if you're struggling to kind of find your way through the music, as I am at the moment, usually you don't listen to music anyway, if we're honest. Usually you're watching it. You're watching it, it's behind the vision on your phone or on your computer. It's something that accompanies a vision. So the vision tells you what to think. But here, without a strong melodic content, maybe, just maybe, you can actually let your imaginations do the job and shut your eyes and just allow the music to take you somewhere. Your imaginations are very, very good. So as an underscore to your imagination, see what comes out. Was there any questions before we keep going on? Have we got any questions? We're about to go from the next. Oh, over there, yes? It's not the same crew of musicians, but it's always a string quartet. So there's about a dozen or so musicians, very busy people, so they can't be here all the time. But it's always the same kind of sound. That's my madness, to try and make the same sound set new every day. Yeah. Okay, from letter G, was it? What was it, G? Yes, from letter G, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. just a little shorter, Damien. Down, a little shorter, please. We go from this, we're going right on H. Right on H. And... Lovely. What was that? Is my writing on the second last bar, was it? D, D natural, A? Yep.
Can I do that?
Was it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so watch out for the when you that figure, there's always three of an H, the third bar of H, the last two semiquavers or last three semiquavers that can, and some of them got a different note so that the chord changes, so be sure as you diminuendo that the chord stays intact. And try that again from H, hear the chord change. And that's it, lovely. Ready to diminuendo and move even more, bring it even down even more. Right, and yes. That's the way. Lovely. And maybe you even don't diminuendo. Don't ignore those, Damien. You start mezzo forte and just power through. So you're the concert and everyone goes down around you.
The first one, louder?
From H, just mezzo forte, just power through. And when you get to J, same thing, just go power through at mezzo forte. It's moderately loud. From A again. What happens if you go down the octave at I? Can you try that? Bar before I. And now regular octave. Cool. That's lovely. That's good. So that is A. You want to agree with those things? Is it making good sense? Make it sound better? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Who listens to string quartet music often, regularly, at all? Just, yeah, if it comes on when I'm in the lift, yeah, I get it, yep. I'm pleased that you're obviously here to see a process being done, not because you like string quartet music, and that's great. How many of you are like, creative in some way? That's a cue for everyone to put their hand up. Everyone. Yeah, we all do something. We all do something. Sometimes what's that? Yeah. All right. Should we give it a crack? All right, we're going to give it a crack from the top. Now that we've kind of done all the bits, we think we know how it's going to go. So now we're going to play it here from start to finish. What was the question first?
How are you feeling about it at this point?
Oh, I don't know. After 191 days, mate, I'm just thirsty. That's all it is. So what's going to, the way, because the museum's open 5 days a week at the moment, so by Monday I've got 5 pieces. So this is the first piece in a kind of a suite, if you like. So I'm thinking about where this might go. This won't be the first piece. This will be somewhere tucked in the middle, I imagine. And so come Monday, and you can see all of Mondays. In fact, you can see today's, this camera here in front of me on the stand is a live stream to my YouTube channel, Dean Stevenson Music on YouTube. We'll play them all on Monday. You can hear the whole suite. Some of them don't turn out to, some of them are like, they're fine, but you wouldn't play it at your funeral. But others definitely have really come out good. Like the lightning kind of struck those days for reasons that I don't understand, really. It's not always because I'm feeling great. Sometimes they really come in, I feel fantastic, and I sit down and it's just gone. And then I just write slop. But it's the act of writing slop that is what this is all about. Something has to be done. I write a turd, and then these guys just, are the glitter. I roll my turd in glitter, and it sounds better than it's still a turd, but it still sounds better than me banging away on the bloody piano. So we played all the way through. Some of them, as I said, did turn out, and we did stop and record. Some there's a double album here. You can come and buy one from me if you like. There's 16 tracks there that are, I think, are crackers. Some of them in string orchestra, and a lot of them recorded in this room of a night time. So you can buy, or if you don't have a CD player, there's a download you can buy. Come and chat to me afterwards. Do you need me to sit here now?
I don't know. Up to you.
Do you want? Do you think that's okay? I'll sit. Here we go. We're going to hear day 191 all the way through, and we'll play it twice. Once through. Okay. Start with the old. Is that tempo quick enough, do you think?
Needs to keep
Going.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep pushing it.
Let's start there. Give ourselves some wiggle room, but try and keep it right up. Slow and intense. Sorry, it's quiet and intense. Lucy, Hayato, Damien, Sophie. Yes, we will. They will. Can you?
We can.
Do you need me still?
No.
Good. You don't need me, so I'm going to sit over here and enjoy it. It's the weirdest thing. When I come over here, to not look at the score, I kind of forget that all of it. And I can just let my imagination, like yours, kind of run free. So it'll be great. Here we go. 191. Thank you very much, everyone. And that's the piece that was written today. There'll be more across the weekend. Tune into the live stream. We'll come and buy something. We'll have a chat and have a chat. Go and make stuff and finish stuff. It's always the difficult middle bit that most of the time sends you to the pub. So you can always go to the pub later, just push through and make some slop. Roll it in glitter. Welcome to Mona. Thank you. Bye.